Hello guys and gals, we're back with more, another coloring page. This shouldn't take too long though. We have our crayons here, as you can see. We have our crayons. I already have the colors I need out though. So anyways, we have the cardboard in place here, so let's just open this up. We have Trieco. And, there we go. So yeah, we just have Trieco's face. So for this, we're going to need a light green. This is kind of a yellowish green. I used to know the name for that. I don't remember what it is anymore. Yellowish green used to have like some kind of special name. We have black here. We have this really bright pink red and this yellow. So anyways, these are going to be the only four colors we need, I think. As always, we'll probably save the most abundant color for last. The only thing with this black on Trieco is the eye pupils. So we'll start with that. And no, we're not going to color all the tufts of grass back there. I'm not that crazy. But anyways, there we go. Got the lines they're just a little bit with that last little stroke. So anyways, we're just going to be careful here. We're going to hold the paper down, and then we're just going to gently do that. That one turned out better. So anyways, now we can put the black colored pencil up there, but we're going to need it for the next picture, so we're actually going to put it over there. Okay, so next we'll probably do this. Because the only thing we need this for is right here. I love how bold and vibrant this color is. It's a very bold and vibrant color, so I think it's going to suit Trieco just fine. Trieco has just a patch of red here. It's going to be nice to have another gecko Pokemon. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Trieco. I'm glad that we have Trieco. Grovyle is one of my favorite Pokemon. But it's going to be nice to have another gecko with Gekakwa or whatever, the new Gen 10 starter. The water gecko. That should be pretty cool. Gekuga or whatever it's called. Anyways, yeah, I don't even... If I were to play the game, I probably can't because it's only on Switch 2 and I can't afford a Switch 2. So I probably won't play the game, but I want to. I don't know who I'd pick as a starter, though. I don't know. Even Brout looks kind of cool, you know, the bird. Usually, my philosophy is to pick the fire starter, but I don't know. I might have to pick the water starter for once. That was my philosophy until Gen 9, actually. In Gen 9, I picked the grass starter, because of Sprigatito. Oh, I'm going to put the pink up there. Now, yellow. Let me switch pictures here. I have a reference pic on my laptop. Yeah, okay. So now, the eyes around here are luminous, so we're going to go with the yellow here. With the luminous yellow eyes. So, yeah, there's that. Just like that. And we have the luminous yellow eyes right here. So, yeah. Then the next most... Well, the only color left then would be the light, like the gecko green. I'm not sure what kind of gecko Trieco is supposed to be based off of, because I know there's lots of geckos. My earliest memory of geckos, actually having never actually seen one in person, was that my cousin, he used to live in the Philippines, and they used to have geckos there all the time, so he'd tell me about the geckos he'd see. And that was time before the internet, so I didn't even know what a gecko looked like, but I thought it sounded cool, you know. He lived with his grandparents a lot, and his grandfather was a safety inspector for like Lockheed or something. So he'd like travel all over the world with his grandparents, which was just really cool. And he'd stay with my grandmother sometimes. Which was always cool, because he'd have all these stories from all the places he'd been, and that was cool and all, but I always kind of felt like I was stranded in my small town, not actually having it, being able to experience anything while he was out, like, exploring the world and all. You know? But yeah. Geckos. But yeah, I always did think, like, lizards were pretty cool, you know? And apparently, like, the geckos would get into their house or something. I don't know. Back when they lived in the Philippines. And then they'd, like, send us big boxes of, like, coral and stuff. I still have some of the coral, actually, from the Philippines. That's pretty good, I guess. I don't know if it's even legal to actually send coral anymore. You know, it's one of those things that might be restricted. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know what coral is. I just know that it's like made up of tiny animals. And it's really, really sharp. Which is its defense mechanism, probably. But yeah, this was like back in the 80s, you know. We're talking back when trade negotiations were like relaxed and stuff like that. And you could basically send anything and everything in the mail. Even big boxes of coral. Anyways, I might actually still have some of the, well, I don't know, whenever, I don't actually remember. It's been so long, and I'm pretty sure I don't even have it anymore. But, I used to get my hands on, like, schematics. I mean, like, literal, like, fighter plane schematics. I didn't know how to read the things, but I thought they were cool as heck, you know? I don't even know whatever happened to them, really, or if they're even still around the house, but it was always kind of neat. Being a safety inspector, my uncle would have to, I guess, yeah, that would be my uncle. My uncle would have to, you know, like, know, like, the ins and outs of, like, every single aircraft, and sometimes he'd bring home blueprints. Not that I remember any of them or anything. And I don't think I even have the blueprints anymore, unless they're, like, in the attic somewhere. And they'd be way, way, way out of date, but, I mean, he was a safety inspector for Lockheed, I mean, and, you know, stuff like that. I think he retired before, you know, all the Lockheed problems happened, you know? But yeah, memories are fun. But at least sometime in my life I did lay eyes on, like, the blueprints of, like, a 747 fighter jet, you know? Not that I remember any of it. I was, like, 4 probably. But I always thought it was neat, even though I never did actually learn how to read a blueprint. Anyways, I think we're done with this now. Let's see. So now what we have to do is we're going to take the cardboard out. Okay. Take the cardboard out. Stick it back in. Just like this. Close the book. We open the book. And now we have this. Score Bunny. Okay. Okay. We're going to have to... okay, well, the good news is the cardboard doesn't really need to be anywhere near the edge. Except for, like, right here. Which it's not. Okay, there. This is good. I'm going to take and put the colored pencils here. Now, I've already got the colors picked out that we need. All we need for this picture are red, light orange, dark orange, and black. And for black, we only need it for the eyes. So, I think, anyways, I'm going to have to open up my reference picture. All it is like the official art of Score Bunny. Yeah. Looks like, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Okay. So, black. Well, let me, there. Score Bunny has really interesting eyes. So what we're going to do, okay, so I'm going to put the colors back up here. So we need black first. Now, I think the way these devil pupils work, it's always kind of difficult. I think this is the way that Pokemon eyes work. I don't know. I'm not an optometrist. I mean, being an optometrist would probably be better than being a Pokemon proctologist, but I'm just saying. Oh, actually, it depends on what your kinks are, probably, but... But anyways... Anyways... Besides, they've got potions for that, so I highly doubt Pokemon need something like that. They probably don't even need their own doctors, because all you do is you put the Pokeball on the machine, and it heals your Pokemon. So they don't really need specialized care. What shade of orange should the eye be? Probably dark orange. I don't know. I'm gonna say that the eye is dark orange. We're gonna go with this reddish orange. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a twist so that I can get some really nice color here. We're going to do it like this. I don't know if this is the right color, but we're going to give him fiery eyes. Just like that. Now, for the dark orange. What do I need the dark orange for, actually? Light orange. Oh, I see. Actually, I don't. I'm going to put the dark orange down because I don't even know what I needed it for. Red, I know I needed for the end of the ears. It's more of a reddish orange, but I'm going to say that it's like a dark red. Maybe it's a regional variant. Who knows? Here we go. Okay, so we have red here. We'll do a Bob Ross and get on the side of the lines a little bit. I'm going to try this. Just like that. And on the viewfinder, this actually looks orange, so that's kind of cool. And we rinse and repeat. Now, this is where this ear is very close to the edge of the cardboard, so we need to be careful, but I think it's fine. Score Bunny doesn't really go all the way to the edge, so we'll just do this. Need to set up some boundaries here. There we go, some barriers. And we just... Now, the dark orange is elsewhere. Okay, the tips of the feet and the neck pillow thing are also this color. So we need to do feet. Probably a good thing that Pokemon don't need orthopedic surgeons or anything like that. If you were to try and examine a Score Bunny's feet, you'd probably get a face full of flame. Anyways, it'd be an interesting band name, though. Pokemon Proctologist. Anyways, we have the red right here. I don't know what kind of songs they play. I'd rather not think about it, probably. But yeah, the neck pillow thing, I think, is the same color, at least according to this, is the same color as the feet and the ear tips. So we're going to do the neck pillow thing. This probably has like some kind of soccer name or something. It's a soccer reference. I know next to nothing about soccer, so... While I appreciate that there's Pokemon based off of soccer, I know next to nothing about it. Okay, so now I think... Okay, I think we'll just put that up there. Okay, so we just need this color, this light color for... Oh, I actually need something else. Because this Score Bunny has its mouth open. Okay, so I think I'm going to... I'm probably doing this a little bit out of sequence. Because I'm using a darker orange on this. What do I need for that? Probably a lighter. We're going to do this reverse. The only other thing that's the dark color is the bandage, and the bandage is right here. The nose bandage. So we'll just do this. Now, we still have to do, I do need the red. We already have the red and the pink, so I can do that pretty easy. So all we have to do now is I'm going to do a lighter color here. Because this is probably supposed to be dark, but we're going to just kind of reverse it. So we're barely going to touch the page here, and we're just going to go across like this. Like that. I know it's not light enough, but I don't want it to be too dark. I mean, too light. Because then it doesn't show up. So I kind of would like it more to be this shade right here. Is that really all? The eyes are done. That just leaves the mouth. Okay. So we've got... Okay, I've got the red right here. That's not the red. Okay, so I got the red right here. And I need the pink. The pink is right here. So, okay. Oh, what color is his nose? I'm going to say it's probably bunny nose color. I don't know. It's not the right color. It's probably going to be light pink, light, whatever this color is. This is light orange. Okay, we'll just say it's light orange. We're just going to, like, barely touch the nose here. Oops, well, I need to touch it a little bit more than that. Just like that. Okay. So now, let's see. The way Pokemon mouths usually work is pink tongue. Just like this. And then red mouth. Red interior of mouth. For most mammals, anyways. If it was like an inanimate object, then it probably wouldn't have this color scheme. But for most mammalian creatures... And... just like that. Wait, is its tail... Okay, its tail is white. It's basically a white rabbit. And I made a mistake. Not a bad mistake, just a mistake I need to fix. It also has one of these nose pads on its feet. Okay. Yeah, so it has one of those on its foot. We only see one, though. So, anyways, we'll just make it dark. We're going to just really double down and make it do this. There we go. It's like that. Okay, so, I think it's done. Wow, that one only took 18 minutes. That's pretty cool, actually. So, we're going to take and put the cardboard over there. We'll use it next week. We have Trieco's face, and we have Score Bunny here. Let's see, up next week we have, this is Thwacky. And we have, we can turn the page here. And I dropped the page. We have this. This is the starters. This one's going to take a while. This is the starters. Grookey, Sobble, and Score Bunny. And then we'll have Reboot to do. And then Driezile. I like Driezile. Driezile's kind of cool. And again, I like lizards, so it's like that. Anyways, but yeah. Next week will be Thwacky. And this is going to take a lot longer than 20 minutes, that's for sure. But anyways, that is going to do it for this video. If you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe, ring the bell so you know I upload. Also, if you want to support me in any way, or if you want to join the Discord server, all that information will be in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching, everyone. You are loved, and have a great day.